All right, hello everyone. Um, Welcome to my live stream. I'm just going to be chilling here. I might have some people hop on. Uh, yeah, I'm just waiting for Sam to hop on. So I'm in my closet because if I did it in the living room, living space, I would have too much noise because my brother does live with me. There'll probably be a bit of traffic. And then I can't be in my bedroom because I just got a 3D printer. Uh, and that's kind of loud. So I'm just testing out a few different things, getting the hang of it. I'm going to try to get a action figure of Waru made. So I'll, of course, have to design that. I have a friend that can show me some of that stuff. Let me see. Uh, all right, let me see if my audio is good. Boom, 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 boom. So I just saw. Sorry. I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a good movie. It was. It wasn't as goofy. I mean, there was a lot of goofiness to it. James Gunn was really good at that. But there was a lot of serious tones in it, which I really liked. Well, but yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was not too bad. It was pretty good. I there was it had the first Marvel F bomb in it, which I felt like was uh, kind of odd that the way that they threw it in there. It was just out of nowhere. It wasn't like who was it? Like Nick Fury, at the end of Infinity War. Uh, like I feel like that was more like, oh hey, that's a joke within a joke kind of way. But yeah. Oh shoot, I need my instructions for my Lego set. doing a lot of wedding planning. Not a whole lot, but like I'm trying to make the invitation list, get all the addresses, which is taking a little bit, especially to get back some people to get back to me. Oh my goodness. So today I'm going to be building the what is it? What is it called? The trench run? Let's see if forgot to check I'm alive. Everything is smooth. Find additions. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay. Audio is working good, but my tablet is not working for some reason. It's full of storage, so it runs slow. All right. So I'm going to be building the Lego trench run. Where was I at? Oh, this is a lot of great pieces. So I did bag 2 already. Nice. Now I got bag 3. Bag 3.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. Sorry for taking long.
No, you're good.
Yeah. So what's up?
Hey,
How you doing?
not much. Just bunch of bunch of getting addresses for like save the dates for people for the wedding.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
so yeah, I'm also preaching at my church on Sunday, so I've got 2 sermons that I'm prepping, and so I kind of just need a little bit of a break.
I feel that.
Yeah. So how have you been?
I've been great. Just working, playing some games. I streamed a lot this week. Streamed
Oh
like
yeah.
almost every day.
Oh nice.
So yeah.
What have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Valheim. I don't know if you heard of it.
I think I've heard of it. I just haven't played it. I don't
It's like Viking Minecraft mixed with RuneScape. It's pretty
really.
good.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
that on?
It recently went to Xbox and PlayStation, I think, but I
Oh
play on
nice.
PC.
Oh nice.
Yeah, it's
Um,
nice.
have you seen do you keep up with Marvel movies?
I watched The Guardians,
Yeah, I
and
just saw that.
how
What'd
was
you
it?
think of
What did you
that?
think of it? I
Oh,
liked it a lot. I really liked it.
same here.
Yeah, like it wasn't better than the first two, but I really did like it.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said it wasn't better than the first two, in my opinion, but I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah. Um I thought it was more serious
Hmm.
than the first two, especially the
Yeah.
first one. The first one was a lot of fun. There wasn't as much like emotional uh like ground to it. It was more of a
Mhm.
dumb sci-fi kind of adventure, I felt
Yeah,
like. What do you
yeah,
think of
no,
Marvel as a whole?
I liked it. You mean like the MCU or just Marvel, like
Well, yeah,
comics and everything?
the MCU so far.
Got you. I liked it up until Endgame. For me,
Okay,
that's like the end. Like if it ended there.
I gotcha.
Um, I didn't like the other stuff that came out too much. What was it? Like WandaVision was alright. Shang-Chi was pretty good.
Yeah,
Um, Guardians was pretty good. I didn't like the new Black Panther.
you didn't. Oh,
Um, nah, I thought that like it didn't really make sense for Shuri to be the new Black Panther because she's
yeah,
more like the brains of the operation. She's not really a fighter. I thought
yeah.
that M'Baku should be the new Black Panther, but
And he's in the tribe that's separate than the other tribes, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like
Yes.
the gorilla dude.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I actually agree with you on that. I
yeah.
I kind of feel like they set it up a little bit because like
Hmm.
she like didn't really want the mantle and like she didn't
Yeah.
even have that whenever they buried her or buried like T'Challa in the first one,
Hmm.
they didn't they did that with her, but she only saw uh, Michael Jordan's character.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey
That was a
Quinlan.
great villain, to be honest.
Oh my
Um,
goodness, yes.
Killmonger is such a great villain because he has like kind of like a noble cause, but he goes about it the total wrong way.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
Um,
I thought that M'Baku would be a pretty good um Black Panther since he's already like a leader,
yeah.
and whenever they thought T'Challa died in the first movie, they were gonna give it to him already. So I was like, oh, it makes sense. He was the next logical option in the first one, so
Yeah.
why not now? You
I don't
know?
know. Yeah.
Also, that dude
I
is huge. He would look like an
yes.
absolute unit on that suit, man.
Yes. Would he need a suit? Probably not. um so with Guardians, because I think isn't Guardians, is it the first one of Phase 5? Or am I wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I think Quantum Mania was the first
That's what
one
it
of
was.
yeah. I didn't watch it. I heard it was pretty bad though.
It was. Did you like the other Ant-Man movies?
Um, they were fun. It's not like, oh man, I can't wait to watch Ant-Man, but it was fun. The
That
second one was the most fun, I think, in my opinion.
it was more so fun than yeah, it was kind of dumb fun. Is slowly introducing people to the different concepts of things.
Hmm.
Um, like I'm sure you know that Kang, the Conqueror, was in it.
Yeah.
Um, and then you know about Modot.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
Modoc's I don't know about Modoc's design, bro. It looks weird.
it gets better as the movie goes on. Kind of. Um,
Okay.
do, do you know about? Do you care about spoilers?
Nah, not for that movie.
So do you remember the bad guy from the first one? Yellow Jacket.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's who Modot is.
Oh. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah,
It's like in the comics, MODOK is like a leader of Hydra and stuff like that. He is like a
yeah.
scientist. Like I used to watch the cartoon that's based on the comics, like what's it called?
Was it Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
bro, that's such a good cartoon. But yeah, like a lot of the stuff on that cartoon is more like uh true to the comics, and the
Yeah.
movies like it's just a bit of a mess.
Yeah. Brendan said that Modot looked pretty bad.
Yeah. I only seen like parts of it, but yeah,
He looks
pretty
he
much.
looks like Mr. Electric from
Bro, true.
from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
True. That's a
I
great
recent
movie.
I recently watched that movie. My friends and I we do a movie night, but we don't know what they're picking, and
Mhm.
so we alternate and pick one.
Got
Um,
you.
Brendan said that Modot was a completely different character in the comics. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, even
Yeah.
the Did you watch the Modot show?
No, I didn't. The one that's
It's
kind of like what's it called?
Robot Chicken.
Yeah, Robot Chicken style.
Yeah, it's funny. I I haven't watched the whole thing, but if you like traditional Modot, I think it's more of a comical introduction. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but
Got you.
yeah, but I have not seen Earth's Mightiest Hero or Earth's
It's a
Mightiest
pretty good
Heroes.
cartoon, man.
Is it? Did you see that they released um the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles on
I
Disney Plus?
saw that because what's his name? Red? Uh
Red
you know
Five
Red?
review?
No, no, no. What's his name? He changed his at he has a Star Wars meme page, a EU meme page.
Oh, not sure.
I think his new meme page at is Shadow Wizard Money. It
Okay,
used to be Gang Star Wars EU, but now it's Shadow Wizard
okay,
Money.
gotcha.
Yeah, he was really pumped about that.
Yeah,
Really wanted to watch it.
I'm excited because I feel like Disney's gonna have like a pain in a pain in their rear whenever they acknowledge the Indiana Jones expanded adventures, but not the
Mm,
Star Wars expanded universe.
bro.
Um, because yeah, and I'm just like, oh, here it comes. We'll start see EU videos, probably some made by me, about well, if you can do that, why can't you do this?
Well, can't really blame us, to be honest, man. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Also, the new Indiana Jones is gonna be garbage. Like,
uh, I'm hoping for a fun time. Um, because well, I was a kid whenever Crystal Skull came out, and I was
mhm.
just like, oh yes, this is that. I just hope they don't kill him off in it.
Well, have you watched anything about it?
Um, a little bit. I heard about some leaks. I can kind of get the idea of what they're gonna do with the Dial of Destiny. Um, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a good movie, in my
yeah,
opinion, just because I feel like they're focusing more on like agendas and stuff than to make a
yeah.
good story, you know?
The guy, I think the director is the one that made Logan. Uh,
Oh, okay.
so I really like Logan. Um, I was a big fan of Wolverine. He's probably one of my favorite, mainly because of the movies and
Mhm.
what they did. Um, and that's a movie that brings me to tears.
Oh, okay,
Um,
got you.
and I remember being in the theater, and it just brought me to tears. And so, if they do something like that, I mean, I could get behind it, but I feel like there might be I don't know because are you familiar with like the rumors of time travel and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I like I don't even think that's gonna be the real problem. It's like the main character is not gonna be Indy. It's gonna be his granddaughter.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, am I like laggy or something?
Oh no, I was Brendan said something, and then I heard yours, and I just sorry. I've
Oh,
kind of got
okay.
some. I've kind of have ADHD.
Nah, you're good. Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah,
Nah,
Brent.
but
Uh, Brendan's saying how we want the expanded universe continued with new stories, and we don't want it ripped off. And I'm totally for that.
yeah, I'm fine with Disney not touching it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like, just yeah, leave it alone. Y'all don't know how to do it. Just leave it to the professionals.
yeah.
No, but I'm gonna say that like shoot, I forgot what I said. um, what were we talking about?
We were
See,
talking
wait.
about Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, the main character is not gonna be Indy. It's gonna be his granddaughter.
I, isn't it his goddaughter? I
Oh, I
think.
don't know.
I think that's what it. I think it's Marcus Brody's daughter.
Oh, I thought it was Shia LaBeouf's character's daughter.
No, that'd be
Oh.
interesting if they acknowledged him, which I don't think they would. I don't think George Lucas would even acknowledge him, but because of just the way he was with the promotion of the movie.
Mhm.
I don't know if you caught up or uh, if you heard about the drama with Shia LaBeouf and reasons he got
No,
fired, and
there's
basically
always
it was
something going on with him, to be honest.
yeah, he was like trashing on Spielberg, and I think that's why he didn't come back for Transformers 4. I think
Oh, that makes sense.
because Spielberg was an executive producer there. I think also Megan Fox didn't. She got fired because I think she made some comments about Michael Bay, and Spielberg was like, "All right, she's out," and so that's why that whole thing kind of switched up.
Yeah,
Quinlan
I
said
don't
he'd
know.
rather it be Shia's daughter, though. I kind of
Yeah,
would too, because Indy's old enough. At least I think he would be. If not, they could make him that old.
mhm.
And yes, they would acknowledge his character.
Isn't it crazy that Harrison Ford is 80 right now, bro?
Yes. Who was I
Like,
talking to? I was talking to
that's
Marcel
crazy.
about that, and yeah, he's 80.
He's doing great,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he can still pump out the amount of movies that he's still doing.
Yeah. I recently watched what's the name of that movie? It's like about this woman who never ages. I forgot the
Yes.
name of the movie.
Age of Adeline.
Yes, a good movie, like such a good movie to be honest,
Yeah.
but like the kid who plays young Harrison Ford, like
Yes.
that should have been the kid in Solo, bro. Like honestly. Come on.
Yeah. Like what the heck? Like I was back whenever I was a Disney fan, I was hoping they'd get him. I'm like, this is perfect. He already played young Harrison Ford, so
Mhm.
people can't complain. I mean, they might go, "Oh, he's just a copycat. He doesn't bring anything new to the character." It's like, well, that's fine. At least he acts like him.
Yeah, it looks like him a lot.
It's have have you seen the Elvis movie?
No, but I've what's it called? I saw like trailers and stuff.
So the actor who played Elvis in the movie
Mhm.
dedicated so much of his time memorizing the mannerisms of Elvis, the singing of Elvis, the just movements, the way he talks, and I think the guy that played young Harrison Ford did the same, but for Harrison Ford, and I feel like
Mhm.
that would have been a lot. Um, a lot there. Quinlan just
Yeah.
said that Harrison Ford did an interview where he was talking about acting in the MCU role. Oh yes, he's going to be in the MCU. Harrison Ford
What?
is. He's going to be Thunderbolt Ross
Mm, see, that's
because
eh,
what do you
go
think?
ahead. I don't know, man. The MCU is just like okay, it was fun while it lasted. Can we just let it go? You know, like that's how I'm feeling about it right now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but yeah.
I think if they do it good, because I liked Loki. No, I loved Loki. I liked some of the other things. I skipped the bad ones, like She-Hulk. Um,
I didn't even
WandaVision,
think about watching
I
that one.
liked, and I felt like the rest, with the exception of like Spider-Man and Guardians, I kind of thought they were mid. Some of them might have been like I felt like Wakanda Forever went on too long, and they should have had what's his name as Black Panther.
Marco?
Yes. Um,
Yeah.
and so, aside from that, like I thought they were just okay. They were good. Like I was entertained. Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought it was
Absolute
it,
garbage in my opinion, but go ahead.
it was short, funny. CGI was terrible. It's like you have
Yeah.
Zeb from The Mandalorian looking like the best looking thing, and then you have Heimdall's son like a floating head, and it looks weird. It's like the same studio
Yeah.
that made MODOK made Zeb from The Mandalorian,
Mhm.
and it's like, what is happening?
I actually thought
Uh,
Zeb looked pretty good in
oh, he did.
in the Mandalorian, yeah.
Um, and I'm like, so you didn't want to put that kind of effort into the Grand Inquisitor or Cad Bane or
Oh, don't get me started on the Grand Inquisitor. I like
it's
for first of all, Kenobi shouldn't even have been made, okay? That show shouldn't even exist. Second, what the hell was that, bro? Like they
I
made a
don't
live
know.
action Humpty Dumpty, bro. Like what was that? That was
I mean,
not the Grand Inquisitor at all.
MODOK was live action Humpty Dumpty, but um, yeah, I remember like arguing with people on like forums and stuff, and they're like,
Mhm.
"But Count Dooku doesn't look like he does in the Clone Wars show," and I'm like, "That is different."
Listen here, buddy. 15 years ago, okay? Whenever Revenge of the Sith came out, we saw his species live
Yes,
action.
in live action,
Okay?
and they're like, "Well, they don't have the money for the special effects." It was
Then don't
practical
make
effects.
it.
It was
Don't make
practical
it.
effects. And
Ugh.
I think I had an argument with someone, and they were like, well, they just wouldn't be able to move well with the practical effects on. He doesn't do anything. He dies. Quotation
So he
marks.
can just show up again and say, "Hello, Third Sister." Like, shut up, bro. Come
Hello.
on. Also, his voice. Come on. Like his voice in Rebels is actually good. It's like,
Why didn't they
man,
get that actor back? He's so great as he was in Harry Potter.
yeah,
Because I remember when he was casted in Rebels, I was like, that'll be great. He's menacing already.
yeah, yeah.
And Rebels is there's some good parts, a lot of bad parts, kind of like the Clone Wars. I
Um,
don't.
I I liked Rebels, but to
Yeah,
me, it's like new canon. I automatically just don't care anymore. You
that
know?
that's how I feel now. Like um, I used to just watch like I used to keep up with all the stuff. Maybe not the comics, but like I looked up summaries or audio comics and stuff. But
Mhm.
yeah, what was it? I got bored of the books, then the movies, and then I'm like, well, at least Rebels is good. And then I dived into the EU, and then I was like, no, no thanks. And I even
Yeah.
tried to get back into it, and I hit play and then fell asleep. So new canon's good for something.
Yeah. Put you right to bed.
Yep.
Nah, but I understand, man. I just don't care about new canon, man. I like I'm not gonna say that I tried. I did like new canon for a while.
Yeah.
Um, but like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it even. It's just like okay, I'm gonna use an analogy that I always use with this. It's kind of like if somebody was gonna give you, they offered to give you a $50 bill and $100 bill,
Yeah.
and you were kind of like, oh, I don't know, like $50 is still good money, but 100 is better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's that's kind of how I feel a little bit. I don't know. I feel like it's maybe not even worth that for me because uh what was it? I
Yeah,
just
they wrote Sam would ticky off those horrible Transformers movies. Oh,
oh oops. I accidentally highlighted that. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I just saw something
you're good.
highlight up. But yeah, um it almost makes me mad. Like there's some movies that I can watch. Like I recently watched um the Spy Kids movies. Did you watch those as a
Oh
kid?
yeah, I loved those when I was a kid.
They as a kid they were the coolest thing. As an
Yeah.
adult they're the most cringiest thing, but they're funny because of the
Yeah.
cringe. Um I showed it to Peyton, my fiance's daughter, and she could pick up on some of the cringiness.
Oh
Um
really?
like the special effects. She was like, "Why do the skeletons look like a cartoon?" And I went, that's because it's really old." And then she's like, "Okay." And it was just
If you
funny.
say so. Oh man. I
And
love
then
those movies. I feel like the early 2000s, like 90s and early 2000s kids had the best stuff, man.
yeah. Um what else? I like the Transformers movies. They're guilty pleasures of mine.
I like the old ones. Like the 2008 ones, like the ones with Shia LaBeouf. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. Like the other ones, I think I only watched one of them, to
Okay.
be honest.
I actually have only seen so let's see. I saw the Shia LaBeouf ones. I saw the fourth one with Mark Wahlberg. And then I
Mm.
saw a little bit of the Bumblebee one, which that one looked pretty good.
I did watch Bumblebee. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was cool. Bumblebee was
Are you
cool.
are you excited for the new one?
What new
What
one?
do you think? The new Transformers movie?
Oh,
The
hmm,
Rise
I
of the
just
Beasts?
yeah, I didn't really care for it, to be honest. I
Oh, okay.
looked at it, I was like, okay, cool. New Transformer.
Yeah,
Like I'll probably watch it when it comes out on streaming or something, but like I wouldn't
yeah,
watch it by myself, I don't think.
gotcha.
Like if my wife wanted to go watch it, then like sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know,
I
man.
just showed my fiance. We watched the Shia LaBeouf ones, and I
Mhm.
think we'll probably watch Bumblebee and then watch the new one. Um, I don't know. We might watch the Mark Wahlberg ones, but there's a reason that they shifted from that. I
Yeah.
think.
I actually
But
like Mark Wahlberg. I think
oh,
he's
I do
a
too.
good actor.
Yeah,
But those
I
movies
feel
just
like
weren't it.
yeah. Uh, even whenever I was younger and I saw one of the ones that he did, I was like, okay, this is getting too much. Too much
Yeah.
metal flinging around.
Like I watched the first one, the one with the dinosaurs, and I watched it in theaters. I watched it with my dad.
Oh yeah,
I like I don't even know how old I was. I was probably like 14 or something whenever that came
yeah,
out. And I was just kind of like, like I don't really care for these characters. Like they're trying to make it seem like it's so emotional and stuff, and I just don't care. Like I just met these people, bro. Like I don't
yeah.
really care.
It's like I think the guy from Deadpool was in it, and he dies, and I'm just like, oh, the funny guy died.
Oh no, not the funny.
I
They
was like,
killed the
not
comic
the funny
relief.
guy.
No.
Which I feel like in the Michael Bay directed ones, the Transformers were the comedy relief. And then there was
Yeah.
also that comedy relief character that was annoying. And then there was Shia LaBeouf, who was also a comedy relief character. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you watch any of the like the cartoons of those?
Oh, I watched I don't know which one it was. There was like this little girl with like pigtails and stuff. It was like
Yeah.
a weird style.
hmm I
Yeah.
think it was Transformers Animated. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I could
That's the
be
one I
wrong.
watched. I barely remember it though. I just
I saw
remember
it on
that it was like
TV.
very stylized and yeah.
I saw it on TV. I was just kind of like, okay, what? Like, mostly with TV shows. Whenever I was a kid, if it's like kind of a drama kids show, I mean, action drama, whatever. If I didn't watch it from the start, it was hard for me to pick up and follow.
Hmm.
So like Ben 10, which I wasn't really allowed to watch Cartoon Network as a kid because there's a lot of just weird stuff.
I was
Uh,
allowed some. I was allowed like I watched Ben 10 when it premiered and then my mom was like, "No, they're demons." And then I I wasn't
yeah.
allowed to watch it anymore. I did watch Generator Rex though.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
I
Yeah.
watched some of the DC stuff.
Mhm.
Um, that was of course whenever they had like DC Nation or something on there.
I used to watch Justice
Like
League Unlimited. That's like
okay.
my favorite cartoon ever, bro. Like
Oh yeah. I've
yeah, like man, it's so good.
I've watched a few episodes of that. Um I what really was like my DC show that I watched was Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah, that's in the same universe as
Yes, yeah.
Justice League Unlimited.
Which
Yeah.
that intrigues me on watching the other ones, but I'm just all running around, not able to focus on something like I tried to watch Young Indiana Jones today, and I was just like, oh, I can't really sit still, with all the stuff going
Yeah,
on. But um,
I feel you. I'm
I
like,
also what's that?
I bet.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Nah, I feel that because I'm like doing a lot. Like I'm taking care of streaming. I'm like trying to do memes for my page. I'm reading Star Wars stuff, trying to prepare for the project. I
Yeah.
recently just got a what is it? I recently just got a drawing tablet, so I'm learning how to draw for the project too.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, I just have like a lot going on. I don't think I could really watch a show right now.
Yeah. Um, I did watch a lot of. Did you ever watch the CW DC stuff
I
like Arrow and the
did,
Flash?
yeah, I did watch. I didn't watch Arrow. It didn't seem that interesting to me.
Yeah.
But I watched the Flash show, and I also watched what was it? Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yes, that one was good.
Yeah,
The
but
Flash
I don't know.
was
After
good
a while, it
too.
just got bad.
Yeah, it it's basically a soap opera for superhero shows.
Yeah.
But I watched Flash when it came out, which it's funny that so I think it's a few weeks before the Flash premiered, they announced that Ezra Miller was going to be the Flash for the Justice League, and that he was going to have his own movie. And the
Mhm.
Flash
Mm.
just finished its 9th season, and the Flash movie has not come out yet. And it's like, wow.
Oh, good job, guys.
Yeah, because I remember whenever they announced it, people were like, "But the Flash show's just coming out. Why should we invest in him if you're going to have this different Flash?" Which technically he's been in 2 movies if you count both the Justice League cuts.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which
I didn't think he was good as as the Flash, but
I
that's just
thought
me.
he was decent in the Snyder cut, terrible
I didn't
in.
watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch?
I didn't watch the Snyder Cut. Yeah.
It's 4 hours long. If you like the Snyderverse and stuff, it's really good. But if you're just kind of like so about it, it's all right. It's long, very
Mhm.
long, and I don't think they're gonna continue it, sadly.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it got decanonized. It's not canon no more.
yeah.
Which
Um,
I mean, like, I don't really care too much just because I care like the my DC universe is the Justice League Unlimited one. Like that's
yeah.
how I view DC. Like my favorite Batman is the Batman from that one, which is also the old Bruce Wayne in the Batman Beyond series. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Um,
that's just what I go with.
I I really like what they've been doing with the multiverse. Because I
What do you mean?
think they're kind of tying all of the medias together. Because like the
Okay.
Flash did that. The Flash did a lot of like tying in media. Um, and so basically they make it where everything is canon. You know
Okay, okay.
how the
Gotcha.
multiverse kind of works. Because they had Smallville was connected to the Flash. The other Flash show was connected, and um, I think I saw a clip. Did you ever watch Titans? The
Nah, because they didn't have like I don't know, like it was weird. It was too much like relationship drama
Oh
with
yeah,
like characters that I thought should be like more serious, like
yeah,
what's his name? Jason Todd, bro. Like that guy is like scarred, man. Like he's not gonna be like, you guys don't listen to me. I'm gonna go live with Wade. Like, I don't care, man. I'm not gonna watch that. Like, sorry.
yeah. Well, can you still hear me?
Hey, I can say
Okay. Sorry, my friend is texting me.
mhm.
I'm. Let's see.
Mm, mm,
All right. Sorry, I've got my friend's got a birthday
mhm.
party later, and
Oh,
I'm
got you.
riding with one of my friends is riding with me, and he was like, "What time you want to meet?" Um, and I'm like, "Oh," because I'm streaming on my phone again, and so it gets all
Mhm.
buggy whenever I do more than just that. But you don't
Got
care
you.
about spoilers for Titans, do you?
Nah.
Okay. Um, I think. I mean, it looked pretty real, which it's kind of weird because you don't know the difference between fan made and what the actual studio makes now. So it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
tell. But I think Beast Boy falls through the multiverse and he gets glimpses of different universes, and it just shows like like all the DC properties. Like I think Christopher Reeves is there, the Flash is there, like,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like, what is this? And I think he ends up dropping into another one, and then Cyborg is there, and he ends up picking him up and taking care of him. Um, because Cyborg is with the Doom Patrol. Um, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know what if they're trying to wrap that up to tie it into the big reboot that they're doing because all these shows got canceled.
Mhm.
But yeah, like it's kind of interesting if they tie in all of those to the James Gunn reboot that they're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Like, in one hand, we're gonna have what's the guy who? Oh, Bradley Cooper. We're gonna have Bradley Cooper as Batman, which I think would be pretty good.
Oh yeah,
But then he wants what's his face? The guy who does Star Lord, Chris Pratt. He wants Chris
yeah.
Pratt as Superman, and I was like, I don't know about that one. You know?
Oh, does huh?
Yeah. So
I uh, I really I thought he would be like a good Booster Gold.
yeah, I don't know, man, because it's like
That
Chris
would
Pratt
be
can do serious roles, but Superman is just like I don't know. I think Henry Cavill is like perfect for Superman. I can't see
yeah.
any other live action Superman, to be
Did you
honest.
watch Superman and Lois?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
That
I've
is
seen a
that's
couple
a
clips here and there, but
That's a pretty
it's
good show. There's a 5-minute montage at the beginning of it. And if you're
Mhm.
not convinced, like if you're not into it, then I mean, like you could probably look it up. You could look up Superman and Lois opening,
Mhm.
and it basically quickly summarizes Superman's origin, and then it's like, okay, and now we are here, and the story follows him being a dad to he has twin boys,
Got
and
you.
I really enjoyed it. Um, I kind of wish
Yeah,
that
I've seen a couple clips here and there. It looked like cool, but
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know how the new season is. I know that there's of course a lot of drama because they have to. It's the CW, um, but yeah, it's kind of like Smallville except Superman's the dad now.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss Henry Cavill.
Yeah, bro, honestly, he was such a good Superman.
I wish, man. I know he would be really old. Well, I don't know how old would he
The
be?
guy from Smallville?
Or no, Christopher Reeves. How old would he be if he was still alive?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Like, I think like 60, maybe more. Because when did
He,
the original Superman come out?
was it in the 70s? He might be Harrison Ford's age.
Yeah,
Might
that's
have
what I was
been
thinking.
because I think it came out in the 70s. Well, the later ones came out later. Um,
Mhm.
because it was a good time in between Superman Quest for Peace and the 89 Batman, because I
Yeah.
think what Tim Burton wanted to do was he was going to make a Superman movie with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, thank God that didn't happen.
I
I've
kind
seen
of
the
wish it did.
pictures.
I wish it
I've
did
seen the
happen.
pictures.
We would live in a different world. Like um uh, that would have came out in like late 90s. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, don't get
but
me wrong. I like Nicolas Cage. National
oh yeah.
Treasure is like a good movie, but
Oh yeah.
he's not Superman. Like that's just it.
What was it? It was gonna have Michael Keaton as Batman in it.
Okay.
which
Okay.
is which would have been weird because George Clooney would have been Batman at the same time. Uh,
Yeah. I almost forgot about the Michael Keaton Batman because I kind of just like put him with George Clooney's Batman.
yeah, the Michael Keaton, he was a good Batman, I think. He
Yeah.
balanced Bruce Wayne and Batman pretty well. I
Hmm.
think I think Christian Bale did good. I think some of the writing, like he was a Batman that didn't want to be Batman. Um,
Yeah, I feel what you say. Yeah,
but
I, I'm.
I did like him.
Yeah, those movies are like good. There's some things that I don't like about it. It's definitely not a typical Batman universe.
Yeah,
What'd you think about the new Batman?
I really enjoyed it. It was very long, but I do like a good long story. Um, uh, what was it? Um, kind of wish he would be the new Batman for the James Gunn reboot
Same, bro. I
because it's
like the
like,
detective aspect of it. I don't think
oh
he's a
yeah,
really good Bruce Wayne though. That's just me.
yeah. I I don't think Bruce Wayne was really even in it. Like it was just moody Bruce
Yeah.
at the funeral, and then the rest was just on vengeance. Like
Honestly though, he is a good Batman. Like
yeah,
my wife didn't like it. She's a huge
oh yeah,
Batman fan. She didn't like it.
no,
But I mean, I thought it was pretty great.
yeah. I I liked the cast for it. Um, what was something some other thing. I like the Penguin. He was played by the guy who
Yeah.
played Bullseye in the original Daredevil movie,
Mhm.
and I
Oh, the one with
couldn't even
Ben
tell.
Affleck?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell.
Same.
I'm looking forward to the like they're gonna do some TV shows. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, I don't know what they're gonna do since James Gunn is ruling now, but it's kind of funny how James Gunn is running the DC universe, and it's all Marvel's fault
Yeah.
because he got fired because of those tweets, and then DC
What
was
did
like,
he
"Hey,"
even say? I didn't even keep up with that.
I think he said some like pedophilia joke in like 2010 or 5 or something,
Hmm.
um, and
I mean,
so
like, look, a joke is a joke, and
yes,
also if you would go back on everyone's Twitter,
yeah,
nobody would have a job in Hollywood. Like, come
yeah,
on. Like, stop.
yeah, of
Just
course.
leave it be. Like,
It's like
I don't
he
know,
makes a
man.
joke, gets fired, and then there's all these people, even working at Disney, that are not joking about stuff like that, that still has a job. And it's like, what
Yeah.
is this?
I mean,
But
I don't know. I think a joke is a joke, and people should stop being so sensitive, to be honest.
yeah.
Like,
Now it's okay to like label him as insensitive, but like
yeah.
don't fire him for it.
Hey, you can say that the dude is a douchebag, but like,
Oh yeah.
you know, I don't
I
know,
mean,
man. It's just
the he wanted to make a rated R Scooby Doo movie. Did you know about that? And I'm like, oh no, like what reality would we be living in now if he had made a rated R Scooby Doo movie?
true.
Like, oh man,
I'm guessing early 2000s would have been when it released.
so he made the what was the who was in it? Freddie Prince Jr. He made those Scooby Doo
Okay.
movies.
I don't like
He
Freddie Prinze Jr. He pisses me off.
I I like him sometimes, but his did you hear his rant about Star Wars?
The recent one, what did he even say?
He said,
About fan films, right?
I don't remember. Uh,
I
So he
saw
was.
one recently where he was talking about fan films. He was like,
Oh,
yeah, oh, I
I
don't want to see your excuse me for the word, but he was like, I don't want to see your shitty fan film. Like, I don't care. Dave Filoni did it better, blah blah, this and that. And I was
oh
like, okay, bro, chill.
man,
Dave
I
Filoni
did not
knows his
know.
stuff. I don't want to watch your version of Darth Maul because Dave Filoni already did it, and it's 10 times better, blah blah. I was like, okay, bro. Like,
I did not hear that part. I did hear basically he was explaining the Force, and he said, "Well, Dave Filoni worked with George Lucas, so George Lucas knows all, and Dave Filoni knows all because he worked with George Lucas, because
over.
he's his apprentice, and he is the second coming
Yeah,
of George Lucas." And
I've
he was like,
seen that.
"He told me, so I'm an expert," and I'm like, "Dude, what?"
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's like an older clip. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about the recent one.
yeah.
I saw it like yesterday.
Oh, I stopped keeping up with him. Honestly, though, like I feel like if he's talking about the Darth Maul fan film that I think he's talking about, I think it was honestly done better than some stuff that Dave Filoni has done.
I think Dave Filoni should just retire. Go back to making Avatar, bro. That was
Well,
pretty good.
he made 2 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he only like worked on 2 episodes, and I think they were considered
Oh,
the worst ones.
never mind. He has no talent at all.
Um, but yeah, they were just like I hadn't seen the show. I only saw a little bit as a kid, and then um, a little bit as an adult. But yeah, he just kind of. I think he got the Clone Wars job because he knew a guy who knew George. And I think he helped with like the art of Avatar.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
like he wasn't a showrunner. He didn't write anything for it, which honestly he didn't. I don't think he wrote a whole lot for Clone Wars either. Um,
Hmm.
I think he
I mean,
was.
I think
Yeah,
people give Filoni too much praise. He is
yeah,
not that good, to be honest. Like, not trying to like, say that, oh, he's never done anything good, but like Filoni is all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure like fans, like I know my own limitations. I would not want to write like I have my own original Star Wars character, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't like try to write him into like main galactic events just because I know how to deal with stuff in like a small level, like not
Yeah.
galactic scale stuff. I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing that because I know my own limitations.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like Filoni anymore. I used to. I got fooled
I think
by
what's that?
yeah, no, like he fooled me, man. He fooled me.
Yeah.
I thought he was great for a while.
I,
I thought he was
I
great.
I think he does good at certain things, almost his own stuff. Like,
Yeah,
now if he starts touching other people's things, messes it up.
I just put
Um,
Ahsoka in it.
yeah, like Ahsoka, I feel like Ahsoka by herself is pretty good. When she
Yeah,
interacts with anyone else that isn't that he wasn't a part of, he didn't develop. He might have helped develop a little, like Darth Maul. She interacts with Darth Maul really bad, but because like she beats him, and I'm like, what?
yeah. I
She
don't know
beats
about that
Darth
one,
Vader.
Chief.
She's better than Luke apparently, and I'm like, what?
I mean, maybe she's better than you can and Luke. Try Grandmaster Legends, Luke. I bet you she wouldn't. Come on. Luke can
Yeah,
do that with his eyes closed, bro. Come on.
yeah. Um, yeah. What else? Like I liked the episode of Tales of the Jedi when she was like an infant. I kind of like that. There
Hmm.
were some like dumb out of universe concepts that I'm like, what? Like, why would they take a kid hunting? But I'm just like, okay, that's fine. If you want to write this culture as that way, do what you want. Um, I'm not that familiar with the Togruta culture, so
Yeah.
but yeah. Did you see that fan film trailer that I sent in the group? I think it was last night.
The Clone Wars one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen it before. I don't know, like I'm so turned off to Clone Wars stuff now.
yeah,
Because like I don't know if I said this to you last time that we talked, but I didn't really uh follow a lot of Clone Wars stuff
yeah.
because like it's a oversaturated era of Star Wars, in
Oh, I
my
gotcha.
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I didn't really like follow a lot of it, like Legends and canon.
I gotcha.
Um, so like whenever I see stuff for it, like I don't know, bro. I like the Clone Wars show. I liked it when I watched it. It was cool, whatever.
Yeah,
But ever since I found out like how the multimedia project is, I
yeah.
was like, okay, like the Clone Wars show is actually not good. Like
Mhm.
it is good, but like as its own thing.
Yeah,
Compared to the multimedia project, I hate how Filoni does Mandalorians. I think it's a disrespect. He doesn't understand their culture at all, in my opinion.
yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man.
And what he likes to do is, whenever someone says, "Hey, we like this," he'll take credit for it. But whenever people
Yeah,
say, "I don't like this," he'll shove it right to George. Don't know how true that is, but if it is true, what he could have done was worked a way around it. Like, oh, this is a different part of the Mandalorian culture. Of course, we still have the wild Mandalorians on the other side of the planet, but he could have been creative and kind of worked it instead of just you know oh yeah, this is all the Mandalorians are in this dome. But
yeah, bro. Like that's the Mandalorian culture that was presented to me, you know? Like when I found out that Sundari wasn't the actual capital in Legends and it
yeah,
didn't even exist in Legends and the planet wasn't destroyed in Legends, I was like, bro, what made you want to do that?
yeah,
Like, why would you destroy like bro, he destroyed the planet, he made them pacifists, he like made Death Watch still exist in that timeline, which makes no sense at all. Like,
yeah,
oh man. I want to read the multimedia project. I want to read the Republic comics and stuff
yeah.
because
It's really good.
yeah, you know what pisses me off, bro? It's like whenever people called- whenever people like do videos of like new Mando stuff, like the
Yeah,
Filoni stuff, but they
yeah.
put like Rage of the Shadow Warrior playing in the background or like Vodeon playing in the background. I'm like
Oh
that does
man,
not Rage of the Shadow
stop.
Warrior didn't even exist in your universe. Like please leave it alone.
Yeah.
Like that's not
That
even the history of your people in that universe. So I don't know what you're doing.
yeah. It's it's definitely kind of a mess. Um, yeah. Wh- who's your favorite YouTuber? Like to what's your go-to Star Wars YouTuber that you watch?
Um I kind of like dabble. I watch like I used to watch a lot of Star Wars Theory.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of Star Wars Theory anymore. I still like him, but he talks about Nuken way too much, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I just don't really care. But who else? I like X Cars Letter. Um
Yeah.
it's a complicated name. I think I butchered that. But
Eckhart Splatter.
yeah. Let me see. I like Geeksleys. I watch them a
Oh yeah,
lot. Who else? Mm, I'm trying to think because I haven't watched like Star Wars lore videos in a while. I've just been reading it on my own, like
yeah,
trying to find stuff out by myself by reading the books and stuff. Because for a while, like when I got back into Star Wars, it took me like a year and a half to get to read Legends because I wanted to start it, but I went ahead and I watched like all the shows and stuff before I did that. So I watched a whole bunch of new canon stuff
yeah,
before I even got to Legends.
yeah.
But
I feel like the good thing about Disney canon is it almost sets people up to kind of like Star Wars, or at least they watch the movies, the George Lucas movies, and then they're like, "This is really good," and then they're just like, "Well, this is really bad," and then they find the expanded universe.
that was me.
Yeah,
It took me a while to even understand what the separation was.
yeah.
But
I
I just
remember
like
when,
off the bat, I just thought that it was more interesting.
yeah, I remember when they made the separation. I was kind of like, oh, okay, because I was trying to read to catch up on the books because I thought that they were gonna continue them, and
Mhm.
I think I got real stressed because I was like, oh my gosh, I'll miss something if they do something here, and but then they just threw it all out, and I was kind of like, well, okay, I mean, I guess that's okay. I'll you know. But
Mhm.
then it started getting bad, and then I was like, well, I'll just have this as a fallout, and then now it's like the only thing really I consume. Like I might watch an Eckhart Slaughter video about something about New Canon about how it's bad or something because
Yeah, same.
he was making a series about how Palpatine's return could have been done better and they had the lore for it to back it up, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember that whenever I was a Disney Canon fan. Oh, I
Wait, how
remember that.
what's return?
So Palpatine's return.
Oh, Palpatine's return. Okay, okay.
Yeah, because in the
Actually,
what's that?
yeah, no, I found out that like George was the one who told him to bring the Emperor back.
So he told was the author of Dark Empire
Yeah,
that he told him to bring him back. I don't know if he told
yeah, yeah.
J.J. Abrams to bring him back.
Oh no, no, no. I don't even
Yeah,
know if JJ ever talked to him, to be honest.
I
I
don't think
wouldn't be
so
surprised
either.
if the answer is no.
Yeah, I mean he gave them outlines, and then they were like, nah. I think J.J. Abrams was a big part of throwing out the expanded universe
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
because he did that with Star Trek.
Hate that dude, bro. Sorry, I just really do.
Yeah. Did you see the Star Trek J.J. Abrams movies?
I did. I barely even remember anything. I just remember that Chris Pine is in it, and that's basically it.
Yeah. I liked them. I'm not the biggest Star Trek fan.
Yeah, me neither.
um, I thought they were entertaining movies. Uh,
My dad's
but
a big Star Trek fan, and he didn't like him. So,
who's that?
my dad,
Oh, your dad. Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah, they're kind of Star Trek, or he's trying to make Star Wars movies, is what it feels like. Because
hmm
the first one's almost just like A New Hope, and then he does The Force Awakens, which is just like A New
A New
Hope,
Hope.
and then he does Episode 9, which I don't even know what that was, Dark Empire, and whatever they didn't rip off from Return of the Jedi. Like, I don't know.
don't really understand new canon fans. Like, no hate, but
Yeah. I think it's more about like just the casual entertainment. I feel like they just do it for entertainment. Like the movies and shows people. Um,
yeah.
but I feel like I don't know. I haven't heard a good like um, I guess conversation or like a good something from a new canon fan that keeps up with all the continuity, like the books and comics. I know there were quite a few whenever it started, but then now it's kind of like it's almost become like the expanded universe was, where there was like, okay, there's the old Republic fans, there's the New Republic fans, New Jedi Order. They kind of go into their separate like factions. Like I've heard some High
Mhm.
Republic fans, uh, but I don't know. I feel like Eckhart Slaughter might be the only big channel that like really talks about like High Republic and stuff. But I don't know.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah. I don't know, man. High Republic is a time period that I feel like they could have actually done something with,
yeah,
since the expanded universe doesn't. But I feel like this is how I feel about most Disney things. I just feel like it's all agenda stuff, bro. Like they don't care about Star Wars. They're just trying to push ideals, and they use Star Wars to do it, just like they use Marvel to do it nowadays.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I mean, like if you want to put politics into Marvel, I think it's a bit more acceptable because it's kind of in our universe. But Star
yeah,
Wars has its own politics, man. Like you can't bring the type of discrimination that exists in Earth into Star Wars because it just
yeah,
doesn't work. You know, like racism in Star Wars is like against aliens, it's not against humans.
yeah.
So
Which I even like droids. I feel like it was done a bit cringy in Solo. I guess maybe it was
yeah,
just the acting or something. But I like the premise of it. Of you
yeah.
know, because I think New Jedi Order, um, they like C-3PO kind of almost becomes kind of like concerned about his life, and he
Mhm.
starts to think more, and that would be something very interesting to go into.
Yeah.
Um, like, okay, what is life for a droid? The worry of being deleted. You know, um, I wrote an essay on, I think it was for an English class, or was it philosophy? I think it was philosophy. Um, but there was a Star Trek episode when I think his name Data from the Next Generation.
Mhm.
Basically, he like it was, does he have rights or something? And so then I thought about, okay, what about C-3PO? Does he have rights? Can he think? They can process like this, being deleted, being wiped. Like, where does that go? And I'm kind of like, ooh, this is interesting. But
Yeah, for sure.
like they make that Star Wars movie. Let's go. Like they
No, I
did.
feel that.
There was a lot of racism with different like aliens and stuff within the EU.
Mhm.
Uh,
But yeah, I mean, you got the Pius Dea Crusades, man. Like
yeah,
that's what racism in Star Wars is. It's not against
yeah,
any like humans of a different skin tone. Like they don't even care about skin tone actually in Star
yeah.
Wars, which I mean should be
Which
how it is to be honest. But
yeah, which is kind of odd because if you consider like the Alien Exodus storyline, are you familiar with that?
Mm.
If you
No,
consider
not
that a
really.
part of the canon, um, then it's the humans that are the aliens.
Mm.
Have you heard of that Alien Exodus?
Nah, is that like EU or
So
New Canon?
there was this book. or this book trilogy that was issued, I think, in the 90s. And basically, this author was told to start working on the origin of the human race within Star Wars. And so he writes, I think, a few chapters for the first book and then outlines the rest of the series. So the humans in the Star Wars universe were taken from a different galaxy in the future. And they were taken from the THX 1138 universe, the movie.
No, which movie is that?
That was George Lucas's first movie.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
so I think the plot of that movie is it's a dystopian future. The humans, like they're like future Earth and stuff. Well, the plot of the book was that an alien race was supposed to take the humans from basically like Earth from the future and take them to this galaxy far, far away.
Got you.
And then, so I'm assuming they would get dropped off at Coruscant, and that's kind of where the
The
fighting
Zell.
between the
Yeah.
humans and them, which of course become the Mandalorians and all that stuff. But yeah, the
Got
book
you.
ended up getting canceled, and
Oh
the
man.
author released it online as fan fiction, so he wouldn't get like sued or anything. But
Wish they
it's
would do
it's
that with the EU books that were
what's that?
written. I wish they would do that with some EU books that didn't come out.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That'd be
Um,
amazing.
I heard that you watch Christopher Nelson.
Nah, I don't watch like a lot of EU people, to be
Oh,
honest.
okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm
he
kind of like
said
new
that
to the space,
I
but
got you.
yeah.
He said that he had some like canceled EU stuff printed out that he lost in a basement flood.
Shoot, bro,
And I'm
come
like,
on.
what?
That
Like he was one of
sucks.
the people I think that had Darksider, not Darksider, Lightsider, and yeah, I
Dang.
almost said Escape from Dagu, but we don't know who has that. That's the ongoing joke that he has. Him and Matt Wilkins have that, but
Oh, got you.
uh, which I'm hoping they release that. That's a Clone Wars novel, or
Mm.
whoever has it releases it. I don't know who has it, but yeah,
Man, that's something I'm like concerned about for my project is that like the time period that we're starting in doesn't have an end technically. So,
yeah. What's the time period that you're starting? Is it
um,
post
it's
Jedi?
post Endor.
Gotcha.
Yeah, post Endor
All right.
stuff, and then going into Legacy, but there's like the gap in between Legacy and Return the and post Endor.
Yeah. It'll be interesting if they decide to continue it.
It'd be great.
Yeah. Hey, I actually got to get going. Thanks for
Yeah,
talking.
man. Yeah, for sure.
I'll
Let me know whenever you want to stream again.
I, I will. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, you have a good one, man. See ya.
You too. See ya.
See ya.
I'm gonna end it, but my phone's being difficult.